Hello everyone, quick market update. So Bitcoin has completed its fifth wave as expected, and even though this whole big candle was made on the day that we heard the false news that the BlackRock ETF was approved, the pullback actually is quite positive. So the 28,200 level is holding here, which is great, and I would expect ideal case scenario some consolidation between here and 29k for a week or two, and then hopefully we can see the continuation of the upwards move on the 4-hour. If the 28.2k level is lost, I would really like to see the 4-hour value gap that is made down here, and it's between 27,300 to 27.6, let's say. This area, maybe some consolidation down here, and then back to the upside. Right now, the bottom of the fourth wave, which is at around 26.5k, is the last line of defense. I want to say for this bullish structure to still be intact. As long as we see consolidation either in the current area here or down in the 27.6k area, I still lean towards more upside. The stock markets are still struggling. The S&P 500 at least is still struggling at the 50% retracement level here, for measured from the B wave to the C leg here, and we still have to see if we will get, or if this will turn into like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if it's going to flip the key retracement zone back to support. But right now we can see already there has been a struggle, which could be positive, a consolidation under resistance if you are bullish, but with the conflict in the Middle East and all the other things happening in the world, I do lean towards this scenario where we drop a little lower, but we will have to see. So for now, the 50% retracement level should be the level we are watching, and then especially the 0.702 level. That's a very common place where we get a key rejection before a further drop down. The Dow similarly, but it managed actually to push through its 50% retracement level. So here we have to see if it can break through the 70.2 or 78.6% retracement levels, and then continue to the upside. And the S&P 500 will probably follow if the Dow Jones continues, and if the Dow rejects the S&P 500 is probably going to see the same fate. The NASDAQ, so the lower high seems to be in here. It's a nice swing high. So I do expect to see the 14,352 level at the very least to be revisited, and we are probably looking at a corrective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the fifth wave maybe can drop into the fair value gap we see here, and then if it's going to continue to the upside, we may see a U-turn made in this area, or the 50% retracement level on the higher time frames, which has been retested once already, but it would not be uncommon for it to get a second test, and then we will see the reaction. However, in the medium time frame over the next few weeks, I do expect rather a further correction, at least beneath the 14,440 level, and then we will have to see what's going on from there. ETH, ETH rejected at the 1626 level. There was the day the BlackRock ETF false news came out, and the pullback does not look as good as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a lot stronger in my opinion right now, so still not interested in ETH. We will have to break back above 1626 or dip deeper into the bullish order block we have been mentioning for quite some time. So if we get maybe at least 50% in here at around 1475, I would be starting to get interested maybe, but depending on what Bitcoin does and how the structure of the Bitcoin chart looks at that time. ADA, I'm still in my long. It has been stalling out at around my entry area here. Still not much to say about this again. Obviously, I do not like that we are trading under the 79% retracement level right now. But again, as I mentioned in my last video, unless this low is taken out, I still see a good chance that ADA is going to move up and that the low is in. It's important to note that there is a trend line, so we could see a move where the stops under each of these lows gets rated, and then the move to the upside in an impulsive manner, an impulsive leg up could be following. So in that sense, again, I'm focused on this low. If the stops under these lows are rated, that doesn't affect me, and then I'll just wait for the reaction afterwards. Link also not as strong as I would have hoped to see the reaction, this fair value gap. It's still hovering around this area, and here we see basically the opposite of what we just discussed on ADA. So we do see lower highs here, so we cannot rule out that we will get one pump up and then a further correction. But if we see $7.9 broken, I will move my stop loss to break even and protect the position that way. Lastly, Solana. So if you caught the entry, you should be up a good bunch. So I would consider setting my stop loss to break even here at this point, just in case we see a market-wide correction. And it is kind of not out of the question with the situation heating up in several regions again. So I would be on the cautious side, leaning towards downside in the stock market, especially crypto, which hasn't been affected as much from all the events. We see that the crypto crowd is kind of living in its own bubble, but some consolidation and then potentially further upwards movements. But let's see again how the charts will look on Friday.